Yo. What's going on, guys? Sorry we missed an upload, but that was a chair. It happens, and we want to apologize for that. Something that we've talked about a lot, quite constantly, is, one of the side effects of suffering from depression is being tired and just wanting to sleep, and that's exactly what Jen wanted to do. So she's been sleeping, and she's been sleeping it off, which again, she needs it, or she wants it, she needs it, so she has it. She can have it. So I figured I'd at least get this video up because she was talking about putting a video out today, but it's still gonna go up. But anyways, guys, my name is Ricky. Welcome to a daily dose of reality podcast. Usually I do it with my wife Jen, who suffers from depression and has been suffering from depression for quite some time now. It's been close to, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, close to 8 years or so. And it lately has been more dominant than ever, I guess you could say. It's just been more stressful for her now than it has been ever in her life, and we're just dealing with it in our own special way. So like we say every single video, we like to make these videos just on us just talking about things, just getting things off of our chests, and how it is to live with depression and how it is to live with somebody who doesn't suffer from depression. So again, Jen suffers from depression. She's my wife. I do not. And this is kind of like her intake on it and my intake on it. I say it again every video. We don't want to offend anybody. We don't want to get anybody angry. But this is our life, our way of dealing with it. Some of you guys who suffer from depression go through the same exact things, and some of you don't. Everybody acts differently. Some are more severe. Some are just, depression is depression, but there's like no low grade, high grade, mid grade, but everybody does deal with it in their own way. So, but today I wanted to speak out on frustration. I think it's something that somebody like myself who doesn't suffer from depression has to deal with a lot more so than normal, because of somebody who suffers from depression. And again, this is not blaming her for anything. It's just my way again of thinking. And like I said, I don't want to offend anybody and I don't want to piss anybody off, but it's my way of dealing with our situation, with Jen's situation. It's how I deal with it and how I look at it. And again, it's frustrating, and it's frustrating for me because she wants things and she wants them done her way, or it's the highway, and sometimes she expects me to do them for her, and it's just frustrating. And sometimes for me, more so than other days, it'll be even more frustrating because I'm trying to do things, or I want to do something for myself and I can't because she just doesn't feel like doing it, or she's in bed, and it's very annoying and it's very frustrating. But what can I do except to deal with it? I'm very verbal when it comes to things like that. No, I'm not saying that I swear and this and that and whatever. Sometimes I do, but I'm not just swearing off of the top of my lungs every single time. But she definitely knows that it's frustrating, and everybody else in the house as well. My parents live, with us in the house, and they obviously don't help, so they don't know what it's like to go through it. I think my father has depression. He just doesn't want to admit it. But my parents, my mother, my sister, they just don't know the situation. I'm sure they know, but they don't quite comprehend it like most people do. They just look at it as an easy way out of just getting out of certain things and whatever, or just laziness and all that stuff. And that's how some people may see it nowadays. Like I said, this This is an open floor, open mic, everything. It just happens. It's just the way I think that they think. I know that it's not that way, but for somebody who's not dealing with it, or somebody that doesn't know what's going on, is kind of how they're gonna deal with it. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. But anyways, but like I was saying, frustration. That again, that's my like one of my biggest things, and it's very, very, very annoying, and it's very. It just pisses me off to the T. I'll give you guys an example. Not too long ago, I've mentioned it and I've showed it in a previous video where an outlet. The video is titled "What's Your Outlet?" And my outlet is video gaming. And I work in a medical office that is a very busy medical office. And I come home and I'm completely exhausted. I just want to have some time to myself and just play some video games. I'm not begging anybody. I'm not asking from anybody. I'm not expecting it to do it. I just kind of come down here and spend at most 2-3 hours in the late nights playing. It'll be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock before I even come down here, and in the evening here in the East Coast, and spend till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at most, because I got to be up early the next day. I work Monday through Friday, have weekends off. But we have 2 little kids. We have an 8-year-old son, Jaden, and we have a 2-year-old daughter, Elianis, who's going to be 3 years in May. But they're so demanding, and I applaud Jen for taking care of them for the most part, because I will admit it, she's done a 99.99% of the raising of the kids. The kids, something happens, kids want mommy. Something else goes down, mommy. They never want daddy. Am I okay with that? No, but you know what? At the end of the day, kids will be kids. One time they'll be with mommy, the next time they want daddy. But the thing is, my daughter, one of the things that I look at is just to spend time together. I'm not saying sitting across face to face with each other. I'm just saying just within the same area. It doesn't have to be right here, plopped right next to me. It could just be right on the other side of the camera. There's a couch there, watching TV, which is up on the wall, obviously. And Jen just doesn't want to. She just wants to be in bed, and it hurts me because I want to just, even though I know, guys, I know I shouldn't just be playing while she's watching TV. But the thing is that she watches shows that I don't like to watch. And I play games that she doesn't like, or she doesn't do anything about it. So what's the purpose of being and doing something together if one doesn't like what the other one's doing? And that doesn't mean that we don't spend any time together and that we don't do things together, because there is more than enough times where we just chill out with each other. It doesn't have to be. But what I'm asking is just a simple time where you could just be right here. It doesn't have to be always in the bed, which is what Jen wants to do. Now, my daughter Eliani, we call her Mimi. She likes to spend time with Dada, and she always wants to go downstairs. Right now, currently, we're in the downstairs of our house. It's not a basement. It's kind of like a in-laws, I guess you can say. And she likes to come downstairs and spend time with me, even though if it's sitting in this chair here, you guys can see it. Yeah. She'll lay out right here watching, her iPad or whatever it may be, or whether it's in the other side of the camera watching a movie on the TV and all that stuff. She just likes to spend time down here with Dada. And when it comes time to go to bed, she does not want to go to bed. She wants to come down here and spend time with Dada. All the time. If I even start thinking about walking down those stairs, she's already attached to my hip, ready to go down. Jen doesn't want to. Now, when I'm playing a video game and I have headsets on, okay? Like, guys, I have these things, okay, which you guys can clearly see, that literally are drilled into my brain, okay? And on top of that, I'm wearing these humongo things, which are like earmuffs, and they're 10 to 20 feet away from me, just calling my name, or upstairs calling my name and just demanding, Ricky, 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 like out of the top of their lungs. And like, what gets frustrating for me is that, again, it happened earlier today where my mother is just screaming out of the top of her lungs for me, and I can't hear her because I have game sounds, I have computer sounds coming into my ears. I can't hear anything. So when I finally was able to catch a glimpse of the sound, and I said, "What?" They're telling me that, "Oh, the baby wants to go downstairs with you." And I'm over here like, does Jen not have any legs? Like, why can't she bring her down here? And that's another thing about Jen, is that, again, it's what she wants, and it's the way that I feel is what she wants, and it's what she gets, and that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jen will not bring her down here. And if Jen brings her down here, it's an attitude. And if you ask what's going on, it's a nothing. Nothing's going on. Everything's fine. When you know something is going on. So obviously, I'm fucking, excuse my French, I'm over here, screaming at my parents that, you people and everybody in the house, because they all do it. And I tell them over and over and over again, but they just don't seem to comprehend that I have not one headset, but two headsets in my head, just drilled into my brain, and I cannot hear them. Is it good? Maybe not. But guys, it's the way that I do my things, and it's the way that it's my outlet, and it's the only way I can get my head around, get my brain away from everything outside of this world. Just focus on what I'm doing and have my own little thing. Everybody has their own thing on where they focus, and they just zone out and they do their own thing. That's what I do. I'm not addicted to drugs. I've never done drugs. I'm not addicted to drinking. I don't go out partying. I don't go out clubbing. I don't go out to the bars. I don't go out with the boys. Like, I don't do none of that. I just come home and play my video games for 1, 2, 3, at most 3 hours, if anything. If I'm, lucky enough to be able to just, within myself, last that long. I've lasted longer, but for the most part, 2 hours max, if anything. So it becomes really frustrating for me when I am trying to do something just for myself, just trying to enjoy and trying to talk to friends and playing the games with my friends, and I have constant yelling coming at me that, the baby this, the baby that, when Jen can just get up and bring her down here. Like, it doesn't take too much. Is it a bad thing that I expected? Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, I should not be expecting her to just bring her down here. But for my sake, I'm over here thinking, like, is it that bad? Like, so then I'm coming up there ripping pissed to go almost beat the door down. Not really, but just like swing the door open and like look at her and just go like, really? Like, and then she's looking at me like a deer in headlights. So it just doesn't help. But and I know that sometimes she knows what's going on, sometimes she doesn't. So obviously I can catch her off guard but it's a two-way street. There's sometimes, again, where there's another video where we made that was called being in a rut, where she is in a rut and she has an attitude, and I'm over here nice and calm, and I try to get it out of her, and she wants not nothing to do with me, but she just doesn't want to admit it. She doesn't want to say anything. It's just something that she can't do, and whatever it is, who knows, but she's just in a rut, and it's constant attitude. But then here I go when I'm frustrated with everything, and I try to explain myself or just try to just have my own little time. I'm giving her attitude, and obviously she's taking that, personal, and it just drives her crazy. It doesn't help that she had the situation at work, where I'm sure she'll talk about it as another point, and it just hasn't been a good few days for her, and it's just again reason why we weren't able to upload a video on Friday at 7 a.m. But we will be uploading. I will be uploading this video Saturday at 7 p.m. I'll schedule it. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come out here and just say, because I'm pretty sure you guys can tell that I'm pretty frustrated, and I'm just a little angry at some of the situations that just happens in this household when it comes to everyone. And I can't point fingers and blame anybody. And could I have done things differently? Absolutely. We're all humans. But the thing is that there's things that could, that everybody else can help with. And I'm not saying that Jen is lazy, because I'm not. She deserves to have her rest. She's much to me, much of she's a better father than I am, for sure. So, she's a mom too. So she's got a lot on her plate. She's got a lot on her plate. And like I said, could I have done it better? Yeah. Could she have brought the baby down here? Absolutely. Could she not know exactly what the hell is going on? Probably. But I don't know that. I don't know that. And I'm glad that I can just come here and vent out and just put out my side. I'm sure she may do a video. I'm not sure. Or she may or may not put a video out or whatever. But, it's my opinion, and it's my video to just put out on the channel. So at least you guys have something going on. And you guys, because I'm sure if somebody is watching these videos, or all you guys that are watching these videos that are whose partner is suffering from depression, or somebody in the family are suffering from depression, I'm sure that it happens. I'm sure that it happens to you. If you don't have any depression or any of that, you get really frustrated, just like somebody with depression gets frustrated and upset and angry. Somebody that doesn't go through all that also gets depressed, or not depressed, I'm sorry, gets angry and frustrated and flustered, and all the good old cookies and everything. It just happens. It happens. Can you fix it? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Excuse me. Could you just let it vent out? Sure. Can you make a video? Probably, and that's what I'm doing. So, but yeah, that's what I want to put out. It's just the way. It's just the way that towards the end of this day just went down. It just very frustrating, guys. It's very frustrating, and like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys can tell, because I'm usually very bubbly and very happy and very funny and all that stuff. But it's a way of life, and it's the way today went down. So, you guys know that we always tell you guys, or that I always say, you are somebody to someone. You're a loved one. You are a brother. You're a sister. You're an uncle. You're an aunt, grandpa, grandma. Siblings, some way, somehow, a close friend, a best friend. You are a loved one to somebody. If you need help, seek help. Just here locally in Connecticut, I believe 211 is the number, and I keep saying I believe because I just don't know off of the top of my head, so I apologize. But just about everybody nowadays has access to some sort of internet. Please seek some help, and just seek some help. Seek some help, because it definitely isn't something that is good. And if you are not suffering from depression, the best thing that you can do is just be quiet and listen. Something that small can go a long way. Just listen. That's all you got to do. Just listen. And I can't imagine how many times somebody has listened and possibly saved somebody else's life just by listening. So, guys, you know we love you. There's going to be descriptions down below on all the channels and all the websites and the links and all that stuff. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate the love everybody's showing us. It's really great. The website, dailydoseofreality.com. You guys can, it's a blog. You guys can go on there, comment. You could be unanimous. You can vent out. You can comment down below here in the comment section. You know, you guys can DM us on social medias if you guys want to stay private. Also, the email. Guys, we want to get you into these videos. That's a goal of ours. We want to make this fun. We want to get this exciting. If you have any ideas, again, please leave them down in the comments below. We want to talk to you guys. We might just do a live video sooner or later, and just see how that goes. But yeah, talk to us, guys. Come on, we are here to listen. We are here to listen. We'll go through everything that we can do within our power, and we want to know how you guys are doing. We want to know what's going on, if we can or if we may. We want to know what's going on, and if you guys need any help, any way, shape, or form, we're here to listen. All right, guys. Like I said, we love you. Have a great week. You are somebody. You are someone to somebody. Remember that. You are somebody. You are someone to somebody. I'm sorry. I'm mixing up all these words. It's 1:30 in the morning here in the East Coast, and I'm exhausted. So, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. And we're here. We're here to listen, all right? So, guys, always chin up. Keep looking forward, and we'll see you guys on the next one, if anything. So, all right. Much love, guys. Peace.